Alrighty, we are live here on this beautiful fall evening. We got one of our personal dogs, Copper, here. She's gonna help me talk about fostering and get to share her story about how she was kind of our first foster dog that started it all. So, we are. This is our first ever virtual foster fair. Thank you, Copper. Yes, kisses are always good. So the purpose of this is for us to explain a little bit about our organization. That's the Midway. We have a couple of interviews coming up from our current fosters. Thank you, Copper. Yes, so many kisses. And then also kind of answer some questions about fostering. What does it look like? Why should you get involved in foster, and the impact that you as a foster can make in rescue within our organization. So I will get started with, my name is Ashley, and I am president and foster manager of Mutts the Midway, and this is Copper. She's my little sidekick for the evening, and Copper was actually our first foster dog, and this was back about a little less than 9 years ago. So she came to us, and we, did kind of the typical thing of, asking friends and family, hey, do you want this cute little 15-pound dog? And as we had her in our home, no takers as far as any family or friends adopting her. And then we kind of noticed that with our other two dogs, she just kind of fit right into the pack. So she became our third dog. And while we had her in our home, we covered we covered all of her medical expenses. And, so part of wanting to be able to start a nonprofit dog rescue was kind of the motivation of being able to give people, resources, the fosters who will kind of explain here in a little bit, kind of what we as Mutts Midway provide to foster homes in order to, make sure that fostering is as smooth as possible while a dog is in your home. So this is Copper. She'll probably be in and out as we go along here. So thank you, Copper. Yes. Say hi to the camera one more time. All right. Okay, so that was Copper. Now let me explain a little bit about Mutts. Mutts the Midway is a foster-based dog rescue, meaning that we don't have a physical location, so we rely 100% on foster homes, which is very exciting. And we have some amazing foster homes currently. We are always looking to add more foster homes, because more foster homes means more dogs rescued, and the bigger impact we can make. We've been up and operating for over 3 years now. Our mission is to provide our animals with a life of health, happiness, and a loving home. And we can do that again because with foster homes, we can get the dogs out of the shelter into the foster home temporarily and then onto their adoptive home, which is, one of the questions that I actually had, a frequently asked question that I had that I was going to go over a little bit later was, is it hard to let the dogs go? And the answer is, I would say yes. You definitely can get attached to your foster dogs, but, meeting the families who are going to adopt the dogs and seeing them go into a home that is the best fit, there's really nothing better. And so that is, kind of my take on fostering. It is definitely kind of tough, but knowing they're going to the right home and seeing them on their way and knowing that you had a part in their story is an amazing thing. So we have rescued over 250 dogs since we have been up and operating for over 3 years now, which is pretty amazing. And again, that is because of the amazing team that we already have. And we are looking to get some more amazing people on board with Mutts the Midway. We rescue dogs of all sizes, ages, and a range of medical needs. So, if you have certain restrictions, whatever those restrictions are, maybe puppies are just kind of what you fall in love with, and that's kind of more your thing. Maybe senior dogs. Everyone kind of has that, the special dog, the type of dog that they like having in their home and fostering. So we definitely, we like finding the right fit for those dogs and for our fosters. So we definitely take that into account when we are making decisions on dogs that we're pulling from the shelter. So why more fosters and why now? The truth of it is, and the harsh reality is, healthy adoptable pets are being killed for space at shelters across the United States. And Best Friends has extensive data on this issue. And as of June, more than 950 dogs and cats were being put down for space. So rescues like Mutts are a part of the solution. And with more foster homes, we can make an even bigger impact to help those 950 dogs and cats get out of the shelter and onto the good life. Again, we are able to be a part of the solution because of our dedicated team who's hard at work. And we're going to be flashing some pictures of some dogs here up on the screen. That's Ross, actually. Ross came into the rescue a few years ago and was in a foster home for 2 or 3 months. And then we had an adopter. The meet and greet went well. And Ross has been in his forever home since. So we'll show you some more pictures of other dogs, and we'll kind of talk about some other dogs that have come into Mutts and currently are in Mutts. But with foster homes, we can say yes to a dog and get them out of the shelter. Getting a dog out of the shelter opens up a space for an overburdened shelter where a dog will most likely be coming into the shelter. So a dog out allows for space for a dog coming in, and it's extremely important. So if you have thought about fostering, now's the time to do it. We have a great team. We have great support, and we'd love to have you join our team. So how can you get started? The first step is to fill out a foster application. So you fill out the foster application. You will be meeting our application manager and adoption director here very shortly. So we will get your application processed and approved. Anne, thank you. Anne is one of our fosters. She just said Mutts the Midway is amazing, so thank you very much. I think so as well. Once you fill out your foster application, you get approved. You go through our onboarding process with our onboarding specialist, and then you're ready for a dog. We want fostering to be a good experience, so we pair you with a mutt manager, which is basically like a foster coach. We know sometimes when a dog gets into your home, things can come up: potty training, crate training, plenty of situations. How can you help your foster dog settle in? They are your person to ask questions while that foster dog is in your home. So we make sure that you're supported 100% of the time while that dog is in your home and up until they get adopted. If you hear a dog barking, that's one of our current foster dogs, Bert. He might be a little upset that he doesn't get to be a part of the live stream tonight, but he just had dinner, so he's kind of chilling out and relaxing in the crate right now. So again, your mutt manager kind of helps guide you through the ins and outs of fostering. So they are with you the entire time. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to get to our first interview. Hey, Angie. Angie, we love you too. We've been working with Angie with our transports from Laredo and working on, we'll talk a little bit more about that, but we have a transport coming up this Saturday. So we've been working with Angie on those, and it's been awesome to get back to Texas. Laredo, Texas is where Copper is from. So it's great to come full circle, but I'm going to introduce Rachel Villasenor. She has fostered Rachel. I'm going to wait for her to pop up on the screen here, but you have fostered over 15 dogs or close to 15?
I think I'm close to 20.
She is close to 20. I stand corrected. You have only been with us, I believe, for about a year and a half. You've made an incredible impact. So, yeah, give us your name, kind of where you're at, where you're from, and how long you've been with Mutts.
Yeah, so I started with Mutts in April of 2020, and I wanted to foster while the pandemic was happening and we were in lockdown. And I started with just thinking I wanted to foster one, and then it kind of grew from there. And now I am the adoptions director and medical coordinator and applications manager. Adoptions manager, yeah. So, yeah, I had almost 20 fosters now, including a full litter that I watched the dog give birth to all of them.
Yeah, she was supposed to be a puppy, right? And then we found out she was pregnant.
She was supposed to be a little bit of a break after having another dog for a little bit. And she was supposed to be a puppy. And I was like, yeah, I'm excited for a puppy. And then it was like, she's pregnant. I was like, oh, okay. But best adventure of, yes, Rue, best adventure. Do not regret a thing.
And Rue just recently, very, very exciting, but also maybe a little hard for you. Rue did just get adopted. So kind of walk through kind of like that emotional part of that process of, having this dog in your home. Rue did have a little bit longer of a stay with you, and then, finding her forever home. What does that kind of feel like to you?
It was definitely hard. She's such a good dog, and she came in January, had the puppies in January, and then her puppies left in March to their adopters. And from there, we just wanted to find the perfect home for her, someone that would be interested in working on training with her, and really just be the perfect fit for her, and her be the perfect fit for them. So while she was in my home, we were working on training, we were working on manners, we were working on all sorts of things that we get full support through Mutts to do all of those things, and to take the time to find the right home for her. So it's definitely, some of them are easier than others to let go, especially if they're not with you as long. Sometimes you just know when a dog is not meant for you. And then there's other ones where you're like, you could very easily see them fitting into your home or in your life. But the best choice is to have them find a different home, and to see the joy that adopters have when they bring them home is the best part.
Yeah, it definitely is. And I mean, I think one of the nice parts of our process is the meet and greet, so you get to meet the family, you get to see how your foster dog interacts with the family. So then, it's kind of, that it is kind of the right fit all around. So that would always give me like peace of mind, knowing the family that the dog is going to.
Right. Yeah. It's nice being a part of the meet and greets and seeing that connection, seeing the interest that people have, and knowing when it's just the right fit for the dog that you've been taking care of for however long you have been.
Yes. I think I already know the answer to this, but your favorite standout Mutts moment, dog or person?
My favorite standout Mutts moment is watching Rue give birth. She gave birth to 6 puppies, and it was supposed to be 2 weeks, a week or two after I got her. I got her on January 18th, and then January 21st, she popped out 6 puppies. So yeah, that was something that I have never experienced before, and I was excited and terrified and ready and not ready, and yeah, that was the best Mutts moment that I've had, and shared every picture that I took.
They were adorable. I remember the one, like, Rue was kind of laying with her, like, one of the puppies, like, tucked in under her arm. Yeah.
That was formerly known as You Are Now Roxy.
Yes.
I still see.
That is amazing. Okay, this is a little off Mutts topic, but would you rather books or movies?
Ooh. I have to go with books.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Good to know. Favorite book?
There's so many. I don't know. Ooh, that's a hard question.
I would have to go with the Harry Potter series, just like all of them.
Yeah. I have not finished the series. I have to.
Man.
I gotta go.
Well, that's okay. Okay, last question to any of our listeners that have thought about fostering or interested in fostering. What advice or words of encouragement do you have for them to just kind of make that jump into fostering?
It's a rewarding experience. A lot of the adopters, out of the almost 20 dogs that I've fostered, a lot of the adopters I still talk to occasionally. So it's fun to see. My favorite part of it is seeing the personality develop in the dog, because they come to you and they're scared. They've been in a shelter. They've traveled for 15, 16 hours. And it's fun to see their personality develop, to see if they like to play with toys, what kind of treats they like what training possibilities that they have. So it's just such a rewarding experience to be a part of, and to know that you're a part of like so many other people's lives by bringing this dog into your home.
Yeah, definitely a big ripple effect, which is pretty amazing. Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Rachel, not only for joining us tonight, but for the 20 dogs that you have helped save, and also for all of the amazing hats that you wear with Mutts. We really appreciate it. So awesome. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
Bye. So that was Rachel. Like she said, fostering is very rewarding. You're supported 100% of the time. And we really just want to make every dog that comes into your home, that transition as smooth as possible. We actually just had one of our adopters comment. The lovely Opal. Opal was from a little shy. When we met her, she came up from a transport in Texas last fall. She was in the foster home for a while. Again, she needed something we'll kind of talk about here in a little bit is decompression. Like Rachel said, especially on transports, some of these dogs, when they get to us, they have been on a transport for 15 or 16 hours. They're tired. They're going from the shelter to a new place. When we receive a transport, we give baths. We nail trim, and so we get them ready to go to the foster home. So Opal definitely needed some decompression in her foster home, and the foster home had 2 dogs of their own, and Little London was an amazing foster brother to Opal. So Alma, thank you so much for adopting Opal and giving her an amazing life in her adoptive home with you. And thank you for joining us and commenting on this video. We really appreciate it. Yes, here we are. Sorry, lost my train of thought, but I'm going to circle us back to our transport. So not only did Opal come up on a transport, but we actually have a transport arriving this Saturday morning. We're very excited about it. We have 8 puppies and 2 small to medium dogs that will be joining Mutts the Midway on Saturday morning, and we are currently looking for some fosters. So again, if you have been interested in jumping on board and getting involved, now is definitely the time. We always have dogs coming in to the rescue, and we'd love to have you be able to foster one of those dogs. And let me tell you, I've seen the pictures of these dogs, and they are adorable. One is even named Bacon. I mean, how can you not love a dog named Bacon? So I'm going to move on into the actual title, what the FAQ is fostering. So these are some of the typical questions that we get, and even just a general question of what is fostering. Fostering is opening up your home to a dog, giving that dog time to decompress. Some dogs need some extra time. Other dogs, they'll come into your home and they will just be ready from the very beginning. But giving them time and a temporary place to crash, and getting them ready in order to, like we talked about with Rachel, finding their forever home. Part of the fostering process is having a meet and greet. So again, sometimes it's kind of hard to let that dog go, but meeting the adopters and seeing how the potential adopters interact with that foster dog definitely allows you to see where that dog is going and how they will settle in with an adopted home. Do you, the foster, have to pay for their medical treatment? The answer is no. We Mutts Team are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and so we cover the cost of the standard medical expenses, and then we do take on some medical cases. So depending on what that medical case may be, we've had dogs that have needed amputations. We've had heartworm positive dogs. We've had some other FHO, hip surgeries, different things like that. We cover all those expenses. We just need you to give them a quiet home to recover in, and get them to and from their medical appointments. Do I need to purchase supplies for my foster dog? We give you a standard foster kit, blankets. Oh, we're putting the questions up on the screen. I like that. No, you do not need to buy supplies for your foster dog. We give you blankets, dog beds, a crate if you need, dog food, toys, treats, and there's a few other items that we provide in order to help that transition of when the dog gets into your home be as smooth as possible. We kind of talked about this before, but what if I have size or personality requirements for your home? That's not a problem. We rescue dogs of all ages. So again, we've had puppies as young as being born, because we had Rue, our pregnant mom, and we've had a couple other pregnant moms that have given birth. So very young puppies all the way up to senior dogs. We have small dogs, big dogs, and again, some dogs with a variety of medical ranges, with medical needs as well. So if that's something you're looking for, we can definitely find a good fit for your home. What if I want to keep my foster dog? We call that foster failing. And most people think foster failing is a bad thing, but foster failing is actually the best kind of failing that you can do. We give you the first 7 days to decide if that dog is the right fit for your home. And, going back to our dog Copper, when we had her, she got along with both my wife and I, our two dogs, our cat. And, it just seemed like if we were going to add another dog, that she would definitely be the right fit for our home. And so we want to give our fosters that opportunity as well. So yes, if you would like to adopt or keep your foster dog, you definitely get the first right to adopt within that 7-day foster hold period. What happens when I get my foster dog home? So we ask for some decompression time. Again, a long transport, just getting busted out of the shelter. I always kind of like to bring it back to us as humans. Sometimes we need some decompression too. A long trip. Sometimes you need an extra day off of work when you come back from a vacation, just to kind of get reset. It's the same thing with the dog. So for the first 3 to 5 days, we really ask to keep things, quiet. Not a lot of activity. Letting the dog kind of settle in and get the smells of the house, hear the noises of the house, get used to the people that are in the house. So that first 3 to 5 days is really a decompression period for the dog, just to get settled in and comfortable with you guys. And then slow introductions. When that dog comes into the home, you go to, let's say, a family party, and maybe there's more people there than you thought. Sometimes I can get a little overwhelmed there's more people around than what I thought. It's the same thing with dogs. So slow introductions, again, for the first 3 to 7 days, really only interacting with the people in the house, not bringing a lot of extra people in. It can be the one thing about fostering and getting a dog into your home. It can be very exciting, and you want everyone to meet your foster dog, but we definitely ask you to take things slow. Let the foster dog acclimate to your home before they go out and meet a bunch of people. So if anyone, as you guys are listening along, have any other questions that kind of popped into your head about fostering, please feel free to comment, and we'll get that answered before the live video ends. But we're gonna kick it over to our website real quick. We're gonna take a look at some of our adoptable dogs that we currently have. We're gonna get it queued up here real quick, and then here we go. So these are our current adoptable dogs on our website, and I did just want to bring this up because these 6 dogs are up on our adoptable website because 6 foster homes, six families opened up their homes to foster these dogs. And as you can see, we have some big blocky-headed dogs. We got a couple shepherd mixes. Being the top left, she's actually a puppy from Ruse litter. So, again, all ages, variety of dogs that we have that are available with our organization, and definitely able to find the right fit for your home. So again, 6 foster families said yes, and we were able to get these guys out of the shelter, and now they're getting ready in their foster homes and getting ready to hopefully find their people very soon. Okay. If there are no other questions, I'm not seeing any other comments. I'm going to give it just an extra second here. Okay. I don't think we have anyone else. Any other questions about fostering? Anyone who's listening, thinking about fostering, give me a hand raise. Drop a hand raise in the comment. We'd love to have you. Copper, come here. Yeah, she's a little camera shy now. Okay. I think that's all we have. We hope to see some of you guys filling out foster applications and getting involved within our organization. Here's our Trello board popping up. So this is actually some dogs that we currently need foster homes for. So we have Miss Cass, who is currently in boarding. She gets along well with other dogs. She's looking for a foster home that is willing to work with her on some human socialization. So she actually just turned a year old not too long ago. She came up on a transport with Daisy May was her mom, and she was one of 11 puppies. So this beautiful girl is ready to get out of boarding and get into a foster home so she can find her people. And now we're going to move on to some dogs that will actually be arriving this Saturday. So I know this picture, the sweet little lab pup, it's a little tough, so tough to see, but unfortunately, we're not quite sure what happened, but we do know that we have this dog tagged. This dog will be coming up on Saturday, and we're definitely excited to get it into a foster home and get it the medical attention that it needs. And then again, once everything gets cleared up, this pup will be going to its forever home. And now, this one's Bacon. Come on, someone's got to be willing to foster Bacon here. Look at that sweet little pup. So he is heartworm positive. So this is another medical case that we would have. Again, we cover that heartworm treatment while the dog is in our care. So that medical expense does not come out of your pocket. So if Bacon, a 25-pound, 3-year-old male, seems like it would be a good fit for your home, fill out an application right now. And now we have a litter of 8 puppies. They're going to be coming up. They're, lab shepherd mixes, I guess I will say. Ruse litter was a good example of, 6 puppies coming from the same litter, not all looking like. And as you can see, we have a couple of black and white puppies, a tan puppy, a little brown puppy, and then kind of a beagle mix all coming up together. So these puppies are about 4 to 5 months old, about 15 to 20 pounds right now. We will send puppies typically in pairs. The older they get, we do send them sometimes just by themselves, but we like to keep puppies together so they can continue playing and socialization with not only each other. Having that companion also kind of helps puppies settle into the foster home a little bit easier. They both have the same routine. They both can kind of wear each other out. So again, if puppies are kind of your thing or interest you, definitely fill out your application right now. We do have our up at the top here, learn more or apply today at muttsthemidway.org/foster. And again, I'm the foster manager, so you get to work with me and my amazing team, our foster team, which consists of our onboarding specialists, our team of mutt managers, our other fosters. It's an amazing opportunity, and I definitely recommend fostering at least one dog. I guarantee you're probably going to be hooked after that one dog if you don't decide to adopt it. So I really think you'll keep coming back for more. And, we're there to support you 100% of the time. And the more fosters we have, the bigger impact we can make, the more dogs we can save here in Chicago and in our partner shelters in Texas. And we want to keep making that impact to help those dogs at the shelter. So I know I've said it a lot, but fill out that application today. If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We'll get them answered, and we'll make sure that you're ready for a foster dog, hopefully by this transport, but if not, we have more transports coming up, and so we'd love to have you on the team. So thank you guys all for joining me tonight. I was hoping Copper would make one more appearance with me, but I think she's probably taking a nap, so she's sleeping on the job, but that's okay. But thank you all for joining me and taking the time out of your evening to be a part of our What the FAQ is Fostering. So we hope you learned a little bit about Mutts and a little bit more about what fostering is, and then also fostering with our organization is. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.